Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl, keep me a favorite, yada yada. Alright, so starting right off, I love to cleanse my client's face before I do anything else. And then immediately after that, I will most times add a little lip balm to the lip or lip gloss. In this case, it was a lip mask, just so that could sit there and just remove all that dead skin and just add a little bit of moisture to the lips so that lipstick lays a lot better later on. Right after that, I added a little bit of moisturizer. I did a lot of skincare on her. I did not even realize until I was editing, y'all, but I guess I was just really, I don't know. I love to feel the skin so I can know what's needed, and I guess I felt like she needed all this. But there's a little bit of eye cream. I added some moisturizer. I used for primer my Tatcha Silk Canvas, the liquid silk canvas, and it's Elemis. Oh my gosh, illuminating primer. It has little reflexes in it, so you can see. I think it's a glow primer, actually, not illuminating, but you can see the glow that it adds. Just look at how her cheeks just look so glowy and dewy and healthy. Like, it just looks so good right now. Look at it. Wow. Not sure if you guys can tell, but there's quite a bit of redness in her face compared to the rest of her body. So I just decided to go ahead and correct that a little bit before I went in with foundation, because I knew her skin, she has freckles, and her skin was really good other than like the redness. So I know for sure I did not want to go in with a super heavy coverage foundation. So I just made sure I canceled out all the redness. That way I could go in on top with something a little bit lighter and know that her skin will just, just have the right undertone. I decided to start with the eyes and just add a little bit of concealer with my brush just to place the product how much I needed. And then I just kind of went back and forth between the brush and my sponge. You could look and see here as I'm adding the foundation that you can't even really tell like where I'm placing the foundation or anything. Like, you just slowly notice that her skin has evened out and that it matches her neck by the time I'm finished. But I just thought that was just so amazing how like you could really see how I'm just like placing the product just in areas where I feel like needs a little bit more. I just add just a little bit more only there, and then I blend it in, and I'm just working in sections. And at the end, like I said, look how even her skin is here, not looking cakey or anything. You can still see a lot of that glow from the skin prep earlier, just really like showing through the foundation. And that's why I really love this foundation so much. It just has the most beautiful finish. For concealer, this was from my Matte Pro Conceal palette, the lightest palette, and I'm really just doing, like all the areas that you would normally highlight under the eyes, forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and her chin. And once again, just going back and forth between the brush to lay the product and then the sponge to really push that into the skin and melt it into the foundation. Before I set the concealer, I love to go back in one last time with the brush, just really close to the eye to make sure that everything is blended out. And then I'll have my brush with some powder already on it, just ready right away to go in and powder under the eyes. I know this day I was testing out the Charlotte Tilbury oh my gosh, their under eye powder. It's their pressed powder. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's Pillow Talk or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I know for sure I used Beach Bum in Mented Cosmetics, their bronzer, to just add a little bit more color back to the face because she was looking a little bit washed out. So once I got everything even, I decided to, add back all those natural shadows, not anything crazy, because this was a very light and flattering look. I didn't feel like I wanted to go in very heavy or dramatic. With bridal trials, like, you could always just go light, and then if they want to add more, you could always add it, versus going in super heavy with something and them just not liking it, and then it's really hard to like tone it down afterwards. For blush, I decided to go with my Morphe palette. I think it is the 8W palette, and I believe I use the lightest little pink shade in the palette, that first top square. Now here I'm just getting a bunch of powder all over my brush, make sure it's on all these bristles, and then I'll just dust it lightly all over the face, kind of just like a very thin veil to take away some of that shine and to help set down all these cream products to make sure that throughout the day nothing's moving around or doing anything I don't want it to do. And then I sprayed my Maven Beauty finishing spray as well as my all-nighter. I love the two combined together, like really, really, really beautiful. As you can tell, all that powder that I just powdered really just melted into the skin, and is a perfect base too before you add your highlighter, because then look how this highlighter just pops. It doesn't look like it's sitting on the skin or anything. Like, her skin just looks wet, and I really love that with highlighters, even though these Jaclyn highlighters do naturally have that effect even without you spraying the skin. But I just feel like spraying the skin just adds that little bit extra, Now I will apologize, y'all. I think my camera died and I did not capture any of her eye footage aside from her brows. It just died. So I'm so sorry, but I will include in the description box what I used on her eyes. But just enjoy the final look here. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment. See you next time. Bye.